H stands for hexadecimal number. 345A is the operand. So move, and you can use any of the 16-bit register. So you can use DX, CX, BX. Here I am going to use BX. 2534H. Okay, 345A and 2534, and I am going to perform the multiplication BX. So if I write this instruction, see I didn't write AX comma BX, you have to note that I have written only BX. We have only source here. So always the destination is fixed. Okay, it has to be multiplied with AX register. So we cannot change another operand. One of the operand should be in AX. The second operand may be in any of the 16-bit register. So what it will perform is, it will be performing the multiplication of AX multiplied by BX. And here you are multiplying two 16-bit numbers. While performing multiplication of two 16-bit numbers, the maximum size of the result will be 16 plus 16, 32 bits. I am talking about maximum size because minimum may be 0. Okay, the maximum may be anything. Okay, that will be the maximum possibility is what? 32 bits. How can I find the 32 bits? You have to add the number of bits in both the operands. So first operand is 16 bits, second operand is 16 bit, means 16 plus 16 it is 32. That is the maximum size I am expecting. So here the maximum size is 32, but we don't have any 32 bit registers available in 8086. Okay, we don't have any 32 bit registers available in 8086. So we will be using your processor will be using two registers. Your higher word will be stored in DX and lower word will be stored in AX. Okay, totally 32 bits. Okay, so higher 16 bits will be in this and lower 16 bits will be in this. Totally 32 bit result will be stored in this DX as well as AX. So I can terminate the program using INT3. In the previous example, in the previous video, I have discussed 8-bit addition, but I haven't typed this INT3. This has to be there if you are typing this program in a kit. So this is the interrupt, breakpoint interrupt. So this should be the last line in your program. Otherwise, your processor will continuously execute all the instruction after this. So that is why this should be the last line while typing in the kit. Okay, so remember that. So I am going to emulate it. So first I am copying a 16-bit number into AX 345A. So 345A is copied. Next I am copying another 16-bit number 2534, and what is the expected result, that we will do first. So first input is 345A H multiplied by 2534. 2534H, enter. See, I got 0C, 1C and F048. So F048 will be in AX register and 0C, 1C will be in DX register, higher word and lower word. So this is my higher word, higher 16-bit, and this is my lower 16-bit. F048 is my lower 16-bit of my result. So let us see that. Okay, there is something wrong. See, I have typed one of the operand as wrong. So 535A. So it should be 345A. Just type enter. So this is the expected result, 79BA. 79B and A448. A448 will be in AX register. Okay, 1 2 3 4 digits, totally 16 bits. So lower 16 bit will be in AX and 79B. So only 3 digits are there. Your higher 4 bits can be considered as 0. So 079B will be the result, that will be in DX. So your MUL BX will be considering the multiplication of two 16-bit numbers. One operand is in BX and another operand in AX, and it is storing the result in AX as well as DX. So check the flags here. Your CF and OF are 1 1. So why the CF and OF are 1 1 means your DX is non-zero. If DX is non-zero, if you are having any result in DX, So definitely your CF and OF will be 1. It means there is a result at dx. Suppose CF and OF are 0, 0, it means there will be no result in dx. All will be 0. So for example, my bx is 0, 2. I am just giving 0, 2. It means 0, 0, 0, 2 in bx. See what will happen. So check the flags. So first operand, second operand, and result is 68b4, and there is no result in dx. So you can check the status of CS and OF. Okay, CF and OF are 0, 0. If there is no result in dx, the status will be 0, 0. If there is a result in dx also along with the x, your CF and OF will be 1. So that is the meaning. Okay, now I am going to rewrite this program by copying the operand from the memory locations. So let us start with this. So I will take 5000H. So two location will take 5000 and 5001. So the next location should be 5003. Sorry, 5002. 5002H. And then after multiplication, we will be getting 16-bit result. Already the multiplication is done here. MULBX will be completing the multiplication. The next line I am going to write to store the result present in the register available in the processor into memory location. So for that only I am going to write the remaining lines. Move, and I am going to write 5004, your lower word of your result. So lower word will be in AX, and then higher word will be in DX. So for that the address will be 5006H, and then it will be DX. Okay, so now I am going to emulate this. So let us take the same example. We'll go to the memory and go to 5000 location, update it. So 345A. So 5A is the lower byte and 34 is my higher byte. So first lower byte in lower address, higher byte in higher address. In 5000 I have typed the lower byte 5A. Okay, and in 5001 I have typed the higher byte 34. So next I need to type 34, which is the lower byte of 2534, and higher byte 25. So now I am going to execute this. First line, move AX comma 5000. So 345A will be loaded into AX. Next move BX comma 5002. 2534 will be loaded into BX, and perform the multiplication. You can expect the same result, and you can check the flag register also. See what will happen. So 079B, A448, and CF and OF are 1, because I got the result in DX which is non-zero. So DX result is non-zero, so your CF and OF are 1. Okay, thanks.